If we desire respect for the law, we must first make the law respectable. Quote of the day. Let's get right to the video. Bitcoin, we're going to cover the 1 hour, the 4 hour, the daily, the 3-day, the weekly. We're just going to go right up the time frames, see if we can spot anything, what to be watching for next, and just try an effort to make yourself a better trader than you were yesterday. That's all we're doing. So looking at the hourly chart to start off with low time frames, English words, grammar. We've been in an uptrend since late December here, right? Right, zooming out, right? We ended this little downtrend, and now we've been kind of trending upwards pretty much all of 2023 for Bitcoin. Most of crypto doing, pretty well. However, we need to be watching for reversal signs because we are in a, 12-month plus downtrend in a bear market. So will this be the start of the bull? Nobody knows. Could this be just another fake out rally? Of course, right? And we're going to look at that on the higher time frames, the lines in the sand to cross to get the bigger bulls in play. So starting off in the hourly, what do we like? Well, we've crossed back above all the moving averages, so that's a good step for the bullish momentum. You don't want to be getting bullish if you're underneath all the moving averages like we were back here, but notice that we've crossed, now holding all of them. Especially you want to be holding the lower time frame. So like the 8, the 14, you want to be holding those. That's a bullish sign. If you start to cross those, like say you start closing below this, look at how we close below the 21 here, right? That's likely a sign of not, necessarily a downtrend starting, but more consolidation. And more over on that is you want to watch for these big red spikes, right? That will likely also lead to, sideways consolidation at best, or a trend reversal at worst, right? So now let's zoom in on the past several, days here, right? Looking at the sideways trend, a breakup, we've kind of broken out of the 17K range, which was, ipso facto, minor resistance on several different time frames, ipso facto. So now what are we doing? It's a little bit different than we've done, previously. Is look at these these moves up and then sideways, right? Or moves up and then, slightly fizzle out, right? What have we done this time? It's slightly concerning so far, is the move up, and then we've continued the move up, right? This is more of a warning, right? You move up and then you start getting this kind of channel like this kind of rising channel is, usually leads to at least a cool off or a consolidation back downwards for a little bit. Now we're on the lower time frame, so not majorly concerning yet. But also one thing you want to be watching is for volume, right? You got a nice volume spike here, but what have we noticed? The prices have continued up, but the buy volume, at least until this guy right here, was going down, right? So you don't want to see that. You want volume to kind of confirm your trend. You don't necessarily need higher and higher volume to continue, but that would be nice, right? That would be nice to see, green steadily trending up. Then you can be much more confident that that trend will continue. This is a little bit of a worrisome sign so far, just on the lower time frames, right? Not saying we're going to fucking 9K tomorrow, right? Calm down. But just a cool off and maybe a revisit of, 17K, the breakout level, would be perfectly healthy. And this will make more sense as we zoom out. So let's do just that. Let's remove the drawings and go to a massive 4-hour time chart, right? So same thing, just zoomed in a little bit. And now you can kind of see this pattern a little bit more clearly, how we move up, then cool down, then move up, and then fizzle out, then move up, and then fizzle out. But this time we're hitting and then going still. So this is different, right? This is different than what we have seen basically all of 2023, as massive of time frame as that is. So now, is volume concerning down here? Not really. Look at all this buy volume, right? Lots of green. This is okay, right? We're still okay on a little bit bigger time frame. So we're still above all the moving averages. Check, check, check. Still bullish. I do like how we, got above this. We kind of held this as resistance. This is the 200 right here in the pink. We got above it and then held it as support. That's exactly what you want to see. And then we got the kaboom here. Now, if we come back down, it's okay as long as we hold these kind of top moving averages, the EMA 8, the 14. Your trouble arises if you start closing kind of underneath it, right? And then you can get these kind of either brief moves down, or if you start crossing moving averages, you want to watch for that too. Like if the 8 crosses the 14 or crosses the 21 in the yellow here, those are your warning signs of trend reversals happening. So watch that. Watch for these big red candle spikes, right? That would likely lead to what? The downtrend or just consolidation sideways, right? Relatively speaking, right? You can still get a little bit of movement, but that's kind of what you're watching for. Let's zoom out even bigger to the daily chart. Now, more or less sideways for multi-months. Now we're looking at kind of this rectangle zone, right? This is still nothing doing, right? We're waiting for a move outside of this 18K or 15.5, the lows to be taken out. The bigger players, right, only really focus on the daily, the 3-day, the weekly, or the monthly, right? They're more hands off. But, if you're checking your phone every 4 seconds, maybe this video is helping you a little bit, okay? So not only this, we need to break out of this one way or the other, but look how much more room we have, right? We can go up to 18K. We could even kind of wick up to this 100-day EMA at 18K. Still par for the course, still be in this damn sideways trend, and then even get rejected and come back down going into end of January, February, right? We could still be in this damn channel. So we need to be watching this for closing prices outside of this box, not a wick or anything like that, right? And if you want to look at closing prices, just put it on a line chart, and that only puts the closing prices into perspective for you. And that can be easier to see resistance and support zones as well. So speaking of that, let's remove this box, and we can see where our next kind of flip level is. Well, it should be blatantly pretty obvious here, right? This 18.5 to 19K is where we have to flip back. Remember how we were looking at the 4-hour chart, right? Let's look at this, right? This is exactly what we want to do on the daily. See this level, this 200 right here, this 200 moving, and we got above it and held it as support right there for multiple candles, right? Many. That's exactly what we want to do for the daily chart. So let's remove that again. And we need to kind of look up right here, right? We need to get above this box and not just look at it for a day or two and come back down. No, we need to get above there, just like we did on the 4-hour. We need to move our way up here and then hold it and go sideways for a number of days. And then we can continue this. This would be monumental if we can flip this level and hold it back to support. This would be a sign that the bigger bulls are showing up and the bear market has a potential to be ending. If this scenario occurs, right? Not getting above it. Chase says, now we're going full bull. No, above 19K, hold it as support for many days, even several weeks before you can get more confident that, the bears are going extinct, at least for the next, handful of years. So that could take some time, right? We could be looking at April and we could still be in this damn diagonal box. Diagonal, square, sideways, horizontal. You throw your best adjective in there. Now let's zoom out to the 3-day, see if we have anything more special. Downtrend is more evident on the 3-day, right? Going all the way back to November right here, right? I mean, we're just straight Nuketown down, right? We need to look for evidence of a reversal, and that starts to become more clear on the 3-day, on the weekly. We're going to get to that as well. Hold your horses. We need to look at where you were rejected for before, right? The 21, right? We closed under the 21. Where are we now? We're right at the 21. 17.3. That's where we are. So if you wake up tomorrow and you see a tall wick here or a red candle, then it shouldn't be. It should be a dumb. You hit yourself in the face. Like here it is, right? We could even wick up to here, right, and then sell off. But if we close above it, then we're starting to get somewhere. Then you got to look more left. Have we closed above it before? Yes. How many? Not a whole lot, but we've done it, right? It's not that surprising if we do it again. 3 previous times, we just didn't do it last time. So where have we not closed above? Well, we briefly did the 34 right here, but we have not closed above the 50. How far is that above? That's a 19.5. If we can somehow get up to there, then not only would that be a spectacular move, but you're getting above this resistance zone that we just talked about on the daily. So bigger moves there. But what do you not like to see, right? You don't want to see uptrending price and, the buying spikes not continue that, right? So a little bit iffy, but we can catch up, right? If we see a green spike up here, in the next, handful of days, right? These are 3-day candles. Then, hey, watch out, right? Look at these Bollinger Bands right here. We're going to see how many crayons we can add on this chart. There we go. Clear them up for you. But see the 3-day chart. Look how narrow the Bollinger Bands are. See the mouth starting to open. Maybe a spectacular move is on the horizon. But you should be not getting too far ahead until you flip what level, right? Say it. 19K at best, right? 18.5, that's where it starts. But this is massive. Not because we did it once, right? It's because we held it for like 100 days, right, as support, and is now flipping to resistance. But we have some potentials, right? We have this downtrend. We have either this kind of bearish flag setup, right? We could go up to like 18.5 in February, still be in this kind of bearish setup that we've hit time and time again, falling down the stairs in this bear market. Or, right, we could, put on our bull glasses and see what could we be looking at in a bigger way. Well, maybe we're starting to form, a bottom, kind of a double bottom here, and start to work our way back up, form this kind of bigger picture W, and then flip this 18.5, and then we start, all of a sudden we're back at 20K, and then we're looking at local highs, right? We want to take out this. That would start to reverse the trend if you can make higher highs. We have not made a higher high in 78 years. So we're waiting for that. I like the setup, but let's go out to our bigger picture, the weekly, and it becomes a little bit more clear that, we're in the kiddie pool still, right? We're not even close to making massive moves, right? If nothing else, I mean, look at the downtrends, right? Downtrend, slightly up. This is nothing bullish in a big way, at least yet, right? This still, odds are still coming down this way because of this formation. And you're like, well, this would be maybe the first time we've done that. We've been doing that for over a year now, right? You fall down here, you make this kind of rising, right, the bear flag, and then fall down again, and then you do it again, right? I'm sure you've seen all this by now, but we have not shown evidence that we're climbing out of it just yet, right? Here's the evidence, right? The weekly chart, close above the EMA 8. We've done that before too. Have we closed above the EMA 14? No. So that would be my first big line in the sand for the bulls to show back up, right, in this bear market. So EMA 14 is that purple line, the dark purple. That's just the median Bollinger Band right there. The dark purple, EMA 14, 17,866 as of now. It's trying to flatten off. Probably be right around there if we make our way up to it. So that's still under 18K. We've kind of tried to do it back in here, right? Remember that about a month ago, but no avail yet. We could still go up to 18K, even like 18.2, 18.3, even like 18.5, and still no alarm should be going off, right? You shouldn't be getting too excited until when, right? We're holding kind of 18.5, 19K as support. Or if you want to be super safe, just wait for this guy, the 21 EMA. Right, that's historically the bull market, bear market support resistance line in the sand in a bigger way. That's 19K. If we're holding that as support for multiple weeks, it's probably getting ready to, bear market's ending or has ended, right? But until then, you should be leaning bearish just based on the facts, right? Not because what I'm saying, because of wake up, right? Common sense. All right, there we go. That's Bitcoin wrapped up in a nutshell. Hopefully that was nice and as short as possible, really, with as most information as possible as well. So that's kind of what I like to try to do. So no fluff, no bullshit intros, no 78 ads, right? We're just right to it. I don't care. My information as much as I can to you. Hopefully that helps. Thumbs up if you haven't already. Follow us on Twitter. Follow us on Telegram. Link below. Both free. I mean, damn. What are you waiting on? And we do like quotes and cars of the day. I mean, how do you not like that? What the hell? Speaking of, you saw the quote of the day, but I mean, I've got a special car of the day here. Anybody got it? Right? You probably got Bugatti if you can read, right? But which one is this? Maybe you've not seen this one before. This is brand new. It's not even out yet, right? It's obviously probably not going to be street legal. The Bugatti Bolide. I believe Manny Kashman has one on order. If you don't follow him on YouTube. He's like, worth $500 million, and he's got all kinds of crazy shit like this. But in real life, not just model cars. He's got my model car collection in real cars. So that's that guy. I love rich people that actually love cars and spending their money and not just being cheap assholes. But that's the Bugatti Bolide, and just a W16 small engine. Pretty sweet. And it's got even the little, if I can get the damn doors to come up. You don't care. I get it. There we go. They got the doors up. The doors go up. They're really tiny. Look how like little butterfly wings. All right. That's it. Bugatti Bolide in the model car. Can't believe it's out yet. Had to grab that one. All right, let's see you on the next one. Bitcoin summed up. Thumbs up if you haven't already. Don't forget it.